Hey guys, welcome back to Struggleville YouTube channel. For this video, I have some amazing Home Depot special buy of the day tool deals to share with you. Amazon has their Prime Day deals going, and today Home Depot came out with a throat punch. Pow! They're like, we got our own deal, sucker. So we're going to use the YouTube shopping links. You'll see those boxes popping up here, there, and everywhere throughout the video. And then at the end, we will hit some of the Amazon Prime Day deals that I found within like the last 24 hours or so. First up, we have the DeWalt plastic 10-compartment small parts organizer. Normally $16 down to $7.97, so it's 50% off. It's actually this one right here. I don't know why the picture was showing the other one. So I really like these little organizers. As you saw, they have different sizes available. Usually it's the other sizes on sale. This is the first time I've seen this one on sale, but it's got a nice tight seal on it to keep water or dust, debris out of there. These dividers are all removable. These things will be stackable. They're really nice and they're robust. They're plastic, but it's pretty heavy-duty plastic. You'd have to do something to break one of these. And at $7.97, might be in for a couple. Next up, we have the 12-inch miter saw blades. You get a 32-tooth and an 80-tooth. Normally $77 down to $39. Again, this is the 12-inchers. They also, I don't remember if I pulled any of them or not, but there's a couple of miter saws, DeWalt miter saws on sale today. So if you want to check out the full list, go to this link right here. Shop all special buy of the days, because there was a ton of stuff. There's some really good ones. We're going to hit a bunch of them, but it wasn't practical to list every single thing. Husky 800 lumen LED utility lights, 2 modes with magnetic handle batteries. It's a 2-pack. Normally $25 down to just $9.97, so $5 a piece on your little magnetic work lights. 800 lumen. Boy, it's hard to beat that at $5 a piece. Got the DeWalt 2400 PSI cold water electric pressure washer. It's normally $400. Right now it's on sale for $199. Now, if you want to do like Amazon off-brand and stuff, we can get them a little bit cheaper than this. But if you want to stay name brand or a higher PSI that you could probably more likely trust, one thing that's really annoying about the Amazon pressure washers is they'll say, oh, it's 56,000 PSI. Like, okay, sure, Jan. So at least with DeWalt, I feel a little bit more comfortable that they're honest with the 2400 PSI. But a couple of things. You got to have one with wheels. The first pressure washer I ever bought did not have wheels. That was a miserable son of a bitch to use. You're carrying around this, and you're dragging that around. You got the power cord, you got the hose, everything's getting tangled. Miserable. You got to at least have wheels. Now, I would prefer a better little wrap here because that's not going to stay. But the wheels are a big help. And I like the little storage for the nozzles. But you're still going to lose them. Mine right now is missing 2. At some point I have to buy another set to replace them. But $199, they are universal though if you do lose them. $199, really good deal. DeWalt 20-volt brushless, cordless, quarter-inch, 3-speed impact driver kit with 2 amp-hour battery and 1.7 amp-hour battery. Normally $219 down to $139. Now, we have talked about this deal in the past. I think it was in the last video or maybe 2 videos ago, which, by the way, reminds me, if you're not already, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Get all the Home Depot deals, the Amazon deals, Lowe's deals, all the tool deals are available, and they sell out, or like this deal, only good for 1 day. So you got to click the bell, make sure to turn on all notifications. So this is XR 20-volt, top of the line from your DeWalt, and it's coming with the DCB 112 charger. That's going to be a 2 amp output, take about an hour to charge each of these batteries. To decode in the model, so we know that we're getting a 2 amp hour battery here, and this is the OG Power Stack 1.7. So 2 batteries and a really good impact driver for $139. 20-volt max brushless, cordless, 6.5-inch circular saw kit with a 5 amp hour battery, but that's not a normal 5 amp hour. That is the Power Stack 5 amp hour battery. Also, the charger that it's getting is the DCB 1106, so that's a 6 amp output. It's also one of the newer chargers, so it's 2-stage. You get rapid charge for about the first 80%, trickle charge to the last 20, so you can pop it off at 80 if you prefer. You know, you still got plenty of life to get going, or leave it on there for that full amount, prolong the life of the battery. Normally $329 down to $199. Now that's actually, the price you would expect to pay for the saw all by itself. You're pretty much getting a 5 amp hour Power Stack charger bag all for free. at the $199. Titanium nitride coated pilot point drill bits, normally $26, $7 off, down to $18.97. Love these guys. You got your flat spot so it don't spin around in the chuck. Up to ½ inch. And it's these little tough cases or whatever they're called with the dovetail joints. You can make it all modular. Maybe put some drive bits over here or something so you can drill and drive all in one. I like to be able to customize those cases. DeWalt 20-volt max cordless brushless drywall screw gun threaded clutch housing. Normally $199 down to $89. Not for everybody, but if you need one, that's a good deal for you. I'm just looking now though. Look at these reviews. Why do people hate this damn thing? Only 6 reviews, 2 out of 5 stars. Let's just take like a quick, like a 2-second. Where are the damn reviews at here? There we go. To see what. I give them a no starting. Guns as is are not good for anything. What does that even mean? Okay, I bought this decking, but I can't figure out what it's good. Okay. Thought it came with all the parts. It doesn't. Will not come with extra parts. What parts do you need? Are they talking about the battery? I can't use it right now. I am so frustrated. There's no way to adjust the torque. I put a couple of drill bits, one Stockton's. Boy, I feel like 5 out of 6 of those reviews are dumbasses. Anyway, I don't know if it's any good or not. That's interesting. DeWalt Atomic 20-volt cordless compact half-inch drive drill driver kit, Bluetooth speaker, 2 amp-hour battery charger in the bag. Normally $268. Special buy just $129. So we're getting a brushless drill, ½ inch, not 3/8. I hate 3/8 drills. Let's stick with the ½ inch so we can chuck it all. And that's going to be a little baby charger, DCB 107. That's 1.25 output. So pretty slow charger, a little bit of an economy set here. But we're also getting the Bluetooth speaker to go with it. Which that is one of their newer Bluetooth speakers. $129. Here we have the 20-volt cordless brushless reciprocating saw, 20-volt 6 amp-hour, 4 amp-hour, 2 amp-hour battery. Normally $398 down to $228. So you get the brushless XR reciprocating saw. That is normally about a $200 value all by itself. For $28 more, you're getting the big ass 6 amp-hour battery. Love that, especially if you got some higher draw tools. You last a little bit longer. Then you got your middle porridge with the 4 amp-hour and the 2. So that is a nice little triple threat there on the batteries for an extra $28. Now, they also had, I believe, a circular saw with the same deal. So, again, you can go to that link there, scroll through, and you'll see the circular saw as well. And the ratchet. Love this ratchet. Atomic 20-volt max ½ inch drive ratchet. You're getting, again, the 6, the 4, and the 2, the exact same batteries that we were just talking about. This is going to be $218. Again, this ratchet pretty routinely sells for $199. So $18 more, you're getting 3 awesome batteries. Now, for the ratchet, I'm not a big fan of a 4 and a 6. I'd probably put the 2 on there. A power stack would be really nice on it. But if you're using this ratchet, you're probably in a tight spot. You're not using an impact wrench because it doesn't fit maybe. So the 4 and the 6 kind of defeat that purpose. Plus, this thing, it'll run just fine on a 2, but they're perfect for other DeWalt tools. $218 is really good. If you have any interest at all in the cordless ratchet, this is the time to get it. Non-cordless deal, 2.3 amp DeWalt quarter sheet sander, normally $68 down to $44. Even comes with the little puncher. You put a solid sheet on there, then slap that on there, and it gives you all the holes lined up for the dust collection, which, by the way, they have a really good dust collection system on their sanders. I have the 20-volt orbital, and it really doesn't leave nearly as much of a mess. As there's nothing worse than, you get some cheap-ass sander or something, you got the dust collector thing on the back, you start sanding something, and you see all the dust just flying all over the damn place, like, oh yeah, that bag's doing a whole lot of good. Dust goes right through it, it goes through the seam, it ain't doing shit. And then you get yelled at. Oh, it's all dusty in here. I just cleaned. It's full of dust. Like, oh my God, if I just would have had a better dust collector bag thing on the end, I wouldn't have gotten yelled at today. Now, this is not a deal at all. I'm not even going to put a link to this one. I just wanted to show you. These are those same batteries. The 6, the 4, the 2. They're listed as a special buy. They're in the special buy of the day page, because that's where I found the damn thing. $349. Now that's an insane price, but just to give some perspective that they want $349 for just the batteries. That's got to be like an error somewhere. All right, so that is the special buy of the days for Home Depot. Now I'm going to re-rack it. We're going to pull up some of the latest Amazon deals that I've posted, and all the Amazon deals will be linked down below. Here we go, starting out with the fan favorite. You got the Knipex Pliers Wrench 3-piece set. Now, I know these are very expensive, but we have a really good deal. And these things are pretty amazing. So they're no teeth on it, nice and flat, so it won't mar or damage anything that you got. And it's adjustable with a little push button there. And then, of course, it's pliers, you can squeeze them or whatever, and it squeezes it. It makes it smaller. $125.16 on the price of those. I actually got this 3-pack. Knipex sent these to me back when these things first came out. It had to be 5 or 6 years ago. $125.16 is the sale price. Now, if we look at some comparables, KC Tools is $200 and Grainger is $257. So it is a hell of a discount if you're in the market. It is a premium tool. They are a little expensive, but they last really well. They hold up, and Knipex, it's a really good brand. 4-inch drive, ratchet handle, 2-in-1, flex head, ratchet socket bit driver, 72 tooth. This is by Duratech. Kind of an interesting little guy here because you got the 1/4-inch hex on one side and the 1/4-inch square anvil on the other, and then it's also a flex head, so you have a lot going on there. And right now it is listed as $949. That's a Prime Day price. No coupon, no promo code, and Harbor Freight has, Harbor Freight and a couple other brands, but I first saw it at Harbor Freight. A variation where they have like a 1/4-inch square here and a 3/8 here and then a 3/8 here and a 1/2 inch there on 2 different ratchets. So they're kind of, I don't know. I like that this is more small and compact, and it kind of does give you a double duty if you're worrying about the number of pieces. Maybe you're going on location or traveling with it or something. Plus the 1/4-inch hex, just on anything, whether it's a double-headed ratchet like that or just, a ratchet with that 1/4-inch, that is really useful for especially like stubborn screws or whatever, so you can really lean in there and it doesn't cam out on you. Smart 4K projector, native 1080p, autofocus, keystone, 1-click to official built-in, blah, 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 360-degree rotatable stand by Be Jovial. Be Jovial. It's a good message there. I'm Mr. Jovial. That's what people say about me. Is that guy's so damn jovial? So 4K projector. You get your autofocus and keystone, which is really nice. Keystone is like the tilt, so it's actually square and not trapezoidal. But depending how you mount it, you definitely got to get it square. Then the autofocus is nice. I use a projector every single night. The one I got has both of those auto, and it's much better than having to adjust or screw around with them. Now, it's normally $159. There's a prime price of $103.99, but then there's also a 20% coupon on the page, so you're at about $80. It's half price of what the normal price is. Tell you what, if you can throw this on a wall outside, because you don't need an actual projector screen, you just need a blank wall. If you had like a White House, it's perfect because it basically is a projector screen. Go watch... I live in the middle of a cornfield. Go watch Children of the Corn or Pet Sematary or something out in the dark outside. That's fun. That's good times. Cordless floating water pump, 4,000 milliamp hour battery and charger. Get the water hose, 3/4 outlet. This is by CC. 40% off. I really like this. I feel like I don't have a use for it and I want it anyway. Floating water pump, cordless. Throw it out there. Get to pumping. 720 gallons per hour. Now it is $109.99, but we have a 40% promo code that's supposed to go through the 16th. Sure, if you have pools, you could come up with the use for this, or even getting water off the top of your pool cover. I think that'd be a pretty good use for it. I don't have a pool. I don't think it's a good excuse to get one, though. Just because I got the pump. 2-pack men's polo shirts, breathable, short sleeve golf shirt, casual, button down, but by Taffel, 50% off. We love throwing in a clothing deal, one or two. Got to keep you guys looking snazzy so you can get some action. Now they come in different colors. You don't got to get the gray and the black, although you are allowed to. Starts out at $39.99. We have a 50% promo code that makes it $19.99. You're getting two. That means they're $10 a piece. If you go right here to click this link, one, that's going to apply the promo code to your Amazon account, but also it'll show you all the different sizes and color combinations that are available, and there's a lot of them. It's supposed to go through the 14th. If you click on this and you get any kind of error message, that means they killed the code early and they're bastards. Next up, 2-pack men's ratchet belts, leather adjustable slide belts, holeless belts by True Yes. 50% off. Same spiel, different colors, different sizes, but I love these kind of belts. It's got a little ratchet mechanism behind the buckle there, and then on the inside, you can kind of actually see it right here. There's a plastic piece with a bunch of teeth in it, and you just grip and rip, make it nice and tight or however tight you need it. But you ever have a belt where you're like between hole sizes? Like one size, my pants are falling down. Next size, it's squeezing the shit out of me. Like I'm right in that middle porridge. You don't want to put a hole in it yourself. Just kind of looks kind of eh. But this, you get to micro adjust your belt. Plus, it leaves lots of flexibility for movement, just in case we get a little bigger, get a little smaller. Okay, we're just getting bigger, but we can expand. $35.98, 50% brings it down to like $17 for two. That's $8 a piece. Kinda. Going through the 19th. Another flex head. We're liking the flex heads today. Ratcheting wrench set, 8-piece combination set. This is a SAE 5/16 up to 3/4 by Vavor. Comes with the roll-up pouch. Got your flex heads. On sale right now for $24.60. That is a Prime Day price. You got to be a Prime member to get that price, unless you want to get your free trial, which is this button right here. Now, I also listed the metric ones, but they are a little bit more expensive at $31. Portable handheld fan, 4,000 milliamp hour, 180 adjustable, 6-speed display function, electricity, USB rechargeable by Tunais. 50% off. Now, I just bought one of these. I don't remember the brand of what I bought. It might have been this. It might have been something totally different because there is a bunch of these neck fans. I was actually using it yesterday. A couple of things I can say about mine, which might be this one or it might not. Battery life lasted a long time. I was using it for like 5 hours straight, and it was still going. I think I was on like a middle setting. It says 6 speeds. I don't know what the hell speed I was on. I do like that it has the display of the charge, so also when you're charging, you know how charged up you are, but also when you're using it, you got an idea how much battery life you got. You do got to have this on, I think it was your right side, but it does matter which side the power button's on, because if it's blowing down into your shoulders, that doesn't help you at all. You want it blowing up at your face. It like blows right on your ears and the side of your neck, so it is actually kind of cool. There was some instances when I was using it when I didn't really notice it, but when I was just kind of standing there, definitely noticed it. I think I was on that excavator, and the heat coming up from the excavator, I think, overwhelmed the wind helpfulness of the neck fan. But we got a prime price of $23.99 and then a 50% promo code, so it brings it down to $11.99. It's good for today and tomorrow. There's different colors available. Pass-through crimp tool, all-in-one Ethernet crimper by Ampcom. 40% off all your different Ethernets. You got a prime price discount of $15.72, and then we have a 40% promo code that's supposed to go through the 20th. The prime price won't last that long, but it'll last for the next day or two probably. You're almost cutting it in half. I think it was like $9. Portable power battery pump, battery-powered siphon fuel transfer pump, universal fit by Bull Cow. Now, this is one that I picked up myself. If you watch that video on the excavator, which I recommend you do, because that thing's a hell of a lot of fun. You should see the mess I got. Now I got to go buy a tractor because I got piles of dirt all over the damn place. Like, I can't even go anywhere. I'm just like in a sea of dirt hills. But the problem with that excavator, it's very hard to put gas in it, because the gas tank is like 4 feet in the air, and then it's also down in a cavity, so you're going up, you're going over, you're going down, you're trying to pour gas. You got a 5-gallon can that weighs like 40 pounds, holding it over your head while you're doing it blind. You can't even see what you're doing. And then the damn tank only holds 1.5 gallons, so you know you're not pouring the whole damn thing in there. Can't see how full it is. I'm spilling gas everywhere. Gas on a hot engine doesn't sound like a good idea. Plus the damn stuff's $300 a gallon, so It's not quite that much, but it feels like it. So I bought this pump because I was going to stick that sucker down in the can, get this little hose, stick it in there, hit the go button or the trigger, and it just seems like so much easier. This seems like a perfect solution to my problem. And it's only $26.98. It says it's normally $50, $26.98. I spilled $26.98 worth of gas yesterday filling up the damn can. So it already paid for itself. Or it will. Gear wrench, extra large ratcheting combination, SAE set, 13-piece set, 12 points. These are the extra longies. You get extra leverage. Get into those spaces. Like that fan blade that's between the engine and the radiator, playing bloody knuckles with the fins on the radiator because the damn wrench was too short. Need me a long wrench. It's going to be $192.68, but then we have a 20% promo code, so that's going to take about another $40 off. You're going to be in the $150 range, and if we look at the comparables, JB's $262, Zorro's $221, and Tulip is $216. So, $100 off, depending where you're getting it from. Now, I did use the Struggleville Tool Deal Search to find this. You can search by brand. You can search by type of item. Really helpful, especially now with the Prime Days. You can put in whatever you're looking for. And then on the left in the filters on Amazon's website, there's a link for Prime Day deals. So you can go to a brand and then search just their Prime Day deals or type in Hammer and then just search Prime Day deals. So it works out really well. That's also linked in the menu bar right up here, which, by the way, while we're talking about it, check out the deal catalog. Automatically updates every single day with new both price discounts, coupons, and promo code deals, and a variety of categories, not just tool-related stuff, so you can even send the wife or the girlfriend over there to do their own little shopping. Now, I also want to show you the home improvement deals page, which we have all the category pages linked at the top of the website. First, we have this Duck brand clear packing tape. It's 6 rolls, currently a prime price of $15.89, but there's also a $3 coupon, so down to $12. That's $2 a roll. Really good, especially for the name brand stuff. You got to be careful with packaging tape. You go too cheap on it, or maybe you get an unknown brand, and the stuff just doesn't stick. And tape that doesn't stick is not desirable. Got a Howard Miller clock. Now, if you don't like this clock, just hold your horses. A bunch of their stuff both has Prime Day discounts and coupons on top of it. So go to the link right here, go to their page, this little Amazon product page, and then click the Howard Miller store page, and you'll see a whole bunch of stuff that's both on sale and has coupons on top of it. For this one, it's $73. I don't have a mantle. I really want a mantle clock, and I'm thinking, well, I don't have a mantle. What the hell do I do? Where do I put a mantle clock when I don't have a mantle? But I just like them. I like the shape of them. I like the look at it. I like clocks and watches for some reason. I don't know. $73.04, 35% coupon. That's a pretty damn good discount. And we had a bunch of other stuff. I don't know what else I wanted to point out because I mostly want to show you that clock. But anyway, scroll through here. You'll see a bunch of other stuff in the other category pages. So, all the Amazon stuff will be linked down below. Make sure to check out those Home Depot deals. I had the boxes popping up throughout the video. There's also a list in the description that YouTube automatically puts in there. I don't do that, so they figure it out. Thanks for watching. Make sure to give the video a like, subscribe for a new subscriber, and I will see you guys next time.